Welcome back to NTV News First Edition. Well, it's time now for Get Psyched with Dr. Janine Hubbard. Hi, Dr. Hubbard.
Hi.
Well, we thought tonight we'd talk about a clip that's gone viral over the past week or so when a kiss cam at a Coldplay concert landed on a couple who, tried to duck out of the spotlight, and then online sleuths, of course, quickly confirmed that it was an incident of cheating. So just first of all, why do you think this particular story has garnered so much attention?
Well, in many ways, it's the perfect storm of factors to catch our attention and to go viral. So there's a wonderful German phrase. It's called Schadenfreude. And basically it means gaining enjoyment out of kind of the comeuppance or the downfall of others. And in this particular case, and by the way, we're not horrible people. Our brains actually release a little bit of dopamine that makes us kind of go tee-hee when we see this happen. So in case you're feeling badly about some of your initial reactions. And then we had, as details kind of came out, it was, okay, we know that there's a, we have a just world belief so that bad people or people doing bad things get caught. Hey, look at this, finally. Because let's face it, we've seen far too many examples recently, in particular, perhaps, of wealthy, powerful, white men getting away without consequences. So there's that piece of it. And then there's also kind of the social comparison. So again, it's somebody who's in a position where they're not normally accountable. Add to that, my goodness, she works in HR. That if she'd been named Karen, that would have just added to the perfection of the memes. And just in terms of the overreaction, if they just stayed still, none of this would be happening. But the overreaction, which makes it instantly identifiable, and even just the original pose makes it so instantly identifiable that people have been able to have fun with the images and the actions. And here's the thing. It's okay to have a little fun, and then what we start to do is go, oh, right, okay, now I feel a little bit icky because I've actually realized there's families and innocent people involved here, and okay, maybe it's time to move on.
It really does seem like people were really, gripped by this, and the internet kind of took it by storm, and everyone was weighing in. And one of those conversations was about privacy in public places. So can you just tell us what expectations should people have about privacy when they're in a public place?
Well, again, listen, we live in Newfoundland and Labrador. I don't know about anybody who thinks that they can do things publicly without somebody noticing. I think the difference now is the having it be filmed and posted online. I'm actually really curious because one of my hypotheses is there's a bit of a generational divide. I'm closer in age to that couple, and I didn't grow up having everything filmed or posted online. You were of a different generation. What are your thoughts?
No, yeah, it's funny that you say that because I guess I did kind of grow up where everyone had cell phones in their hands after high school. So I'm kind of used to that thought that, okay, if I'm doing something wrong, there's a good chance someone might have their camera out or their iPhone out and be filming it. So I kind of take that into account, but I can completely understand people of a different generation that's not the expectation.
No, and I think that's the reality that people need to be mindful of. In particular, if you're not someone, perhaps you were used to being noticed but not filmed and captured, and the idea that things could be shared in perpetuity. So I have a friend who is a couples counselor whose constant line is, how does anyone think they can cheat in St. John's? We're too small a place and there are too many people watching. But what I would say is folks going to the Churchill Festival this weekend, behave yourselves. You never know who might be keeping an eye on things.
You never know. Maybe they'll bring up one of those kiss cams at one of the festivals here in the capital city over the next few days. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Hubbard. Always an interesting conversation.
Thank you.